Hello and welcome to Neat and Tangled YouTube channel. Daria here, and thank you so much for joining me today. For this video I've decided to make something pretty elegant yet easy to make and to use some of my scraps and a piece of vellum that I have a leftover from my previous project. That's a card base, a piece of vellum, a delicate dots background stamp and Grateful Heart stamp set. I'm going to use two of my favorite ink pads, that's Versamark ink pad for embossing and VersaFine Onyx Black for stamping. I also choose a couple of stamp sets, actually die sets, that's Just Because and Love Note stamp set. I'm going to use Skinny Stripes die set for my sentiments or just for some decorations. So let's get started. At first I'm going to stamp the delicate dots background on my vellum and going to heat emboss it in gold embossing powder from Hero Arts. To make the image cleaner, I'm using an anti-static powder tool. I recommend it using all the time when you're going to heat emboss something. That will prevent some little particles from embossing powder to stick like everywhere on the paper. It actually lasts pretty long. I have this little border from beginning of my crafting, and that's like 5 years ago or something, and it really lasts. So I'm going to heat set the powder also from behind and from the top. I'm trying to move my heat gun so it doesn't stay too long at one place. That will prevent the paper from warping. I actually had to add the vellum that was included into the Over the Rainbow assorted cardstock pack from the latest release from Neat and Tangled. It's of a really good quality, it doesn't warp or warps very little. So then I'm going to take my card base and make some stamping. I'm using a flower from the Grateful Heart stamp set. I really love the shape of it. It makes so easy to make this continuum pattern, as all these leaves matches so good in between of the flowers, so it's pretty easy and it's really fast. And I was watching like my hubby made a shoot of me stamping these flowers, and it really felt like I'm dancing with this flower over my card base. Really like the way it looks. So I'm continue stamping, and I'm using my VersaFine Onyx Black stamp ink pad, and it's the one that I use most of all and all of the time when I need to get a crisp black impression that dries pretty fast, I would say. I just love how these flowers look in black over white cardstock, and I actually have a card I made some time ago, and it's using the same idea that you stamp flowers over white card base, and I just added a few of sentiments on the strips of colored cardstock, and I love the result. If you want to check it out, let me know. I will give you a link or something. So when my stamping is done, I'm going to cut my vellum piece just a little bit smaller than my card base, so it fits right into the front of the card. And then I'm going to play with the placement and to make a sentiment. As you probably know, I have a flower left over from my previous project. You can check out, there is a video too. So I'm going to use this flower as the base, as the layer behind my sentiment. For the sentiment I took a die from Love Notes set, and I'm really sorry, but it's out of stock and it's not going to be online. I kind of saw that it's still online, but you can use any kind of sentiment of this type. Knit and Tangle had quite a few of this time. It was with the words saying awesome, celebrate, amazing, and there is also this just because stamp set. But the stamp set actually are still online and you can grab them at an amazing price. They are on sale now and I use them so much, and there are so many great ideas for using them on your project, so be sure to check them out. I will try to put the link down below the video. So when I have my sentiment die cut, I'm going to foam mount it at first onto my flower, and then I'm going to add a few of the foam squares to place behind the flower, and then to make a double layer of the foam adhesive so it levels equally on the card base. I also die cut a few of the banners from Skinny Stripes die set in gold, in glitter gold and in white, and I'm going to glue them together using a runner tape and then adhere everything together. To adhere the vellum into the card base, I'm using a runner's tape and applying it behind my elements. That's behind the flower, behind the die cut letters, and then I will add the cluster of banners and add a little bit of adhesive just behind it. This way it's not gonna be seen much, but you can use just a little bit of this tape and use it strategically on the corners of vellum panel, but I love the way it's kind of lifting up. I feel that it adds some kind of lightness but yet gravity at the same time. So that's basically the card. I hope you like it and maybe we'll give it a try. Leave us a comment. Please tag us if you're gonna use this idea. We are very happy to see what you create. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.